Let's take a look at what's going on in the world now. Former U.S. Secretary of State Colin Powell passed away Monday at the age of 84 after dealing with complications from COVID-19. The retired four-star general was the nation's first black Secretary of State who also served in other positions for a number of former U.S. presidents. Those very presidents he served under expressed their deep condolences, including George W. Bush, who said he and former First Lady Laura Bush were deeply saddened, calling Powell a great public servant, starting with his time as a soldier during Vietnam. Despite Powell's Republican background, he was not shy about endorsing Democrats, including former President Barak Obama, who said he'll always look to Powell as an example of what America and Americans can and should be if they wish to remain the last, best hope of Earth. Former President Bill Clinton and former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton also noted in a joint statement that Powell was a courageous soldier, a skilled commander, a dedicated diplomat, and a good and decent man. Powell served as National Security Advisor for President Ronald Reagan, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff under George H.W. Bush, and finally as George W. Bush's top diplomat from 2001 to 2005. The lighting of the Olympic torch marks a special moment for the country that's set to host the international sporting event. But for China and their 2022 Beijing Winter Olympic Games, it was met with human rights activists protesting the Games as the flame was lit at Greece's Olympia on Monday. 2 women and a man were seen entering the site of the ancient Greek stadium and temple, where the Olympic flame is traditionally lit. The 3 unfurled a banner reading "No Genocide Games," as well as a Tibetan flag, seconds after the torch was lit. 4 other protesters were detained outside the stadium an hour before the ceremony, while 2 more were arrested in Athens on Sunday after protesting at the Acropolis monument. Despite the ongoing protests, IOC Chief Thomas Bach stressed that the Olympic event would go beyond challenges the world faces.
The ancient Greeks understood that for the Olympic Games to take place, that for the Olympic Games to unfold their unifying power, they must stand above any political conflict. The Olympic Games cannot address all the challenges in our world. But the Olympic Games set an example for a world where everyone respects the same rules and one another.
The ongoing protests come as human rights groups and U.S. lawmakers have called on the IOC to postpone the Games and relocate the Winter Games. The very first Bitcoin-linked ETF will make its official debut at the New York Stock Exchange on Tuesday. The much-anticipated ETF will track the Bitcoin futures market in a huge regulatory feat for the relatively young cryptocurrency industry, which has long struggled to make its presence known in the highly regulated financial world. Meanwhile, 4 more ETF providers are looking to move forward with trading this month, including a second futures-based ETF as soon as this week. 이승재, Arirang News.